I wrote it, I mean, it's nothing new, but I wrote it during a lot of the shooting of unarmed black men last spring. I mean, it's just anti-police violence song. Pretty straightforward. I mean, it's relatively straightforward. It is written from the point of view of the cop, which is tricky. The lines started coming out of his mouth, and I was like, okay. It was nauseating, frankly, to sort of get in that headspace a little bit. It's hard to put poetic words in the mouth of a bigot. I'm not an expert. You know, everything that I do that's political has to be very lived in. I'm not educated enough on the nuances of shifting politics and things, but this is pretty clear-cut.
You uppity little ghost, don't you even know you're dead? We police the past, your future's in your head. We've hollowed out our Bibles to hide our golden guns. We've raised a silver gallows in the jewelry of your sons. A tattered flag is crimson with a blood that can't be wrong. Take one last drag of night air, cinch that blackness in along as we hoist another nightmare. Look away, move along, nothing to see here. Look away, hey there, I ain't even supposed to be here. We don't need a reason, keep your dreams so we can see them, just like that. Oh baby, right there. It's just another nightmare in America. It's just another nightmare in America. There ain't no use praying, there's no soul there to save. Boy, you're just the difference between a hole and a grave. And that's exactly how they'll mark it, even if a camera sees us. I'll fill out some paperwork and sleep like baby Jesus. Look away, move along, nothing to see here. Look away, hey there, I ain't even supposed to be here. We don't need a reason, keep your dreams so we can see them, just like that. Oh baby, right there. It's just another nightmare in America. It's just another nightmare in America. Hup! Now jury don't look so sad at me, like conviction makes it right. What you're calling a tragedy, I call just another night. We all paid a firepower, and really what did you expect? If you'll allow me to interpret the power to protect, I say it's 6 in the chest, 2 in the neck. You look away, move along, nothing to see here. Look away, hey there, I ain't even supposed to be here. We don't need a reason, these bullets scream for freedom, just like that. Right there, it's just another nightmare in America. It's just another nightmare in America. Oh say, can you see nightmare in America? Oh say, can you see nightmare in America? Oh say, you can say. How's that?
All right, guys, that was Cory Branan with his take on it. And if drive-by truckers were blunt and straight up, then Cory Branan, I don't know what you call that. That was very blunt and straight up, I guess you'd say. But he talked about the police, solely about the police violence and brutality against. He didn't mention anything about race. I don't believe. He's just talking about the people, but we all know what that means. Michael Brown is someone who, on August 9th, 2014, there was a police officer, Officer Wilson, shot an unarmed teenager in St. Louis in Ferguson. And on August 16th, the governor of St. Louis had to declare a state of emergency. Everybody probably remembers the Ferguson riots. Ferguson is a majority black city, and it has an overwhelmingly white police force. And I'm just going to go through a few facts here. Of course, there was once again contradicting accounts between police and eyewitnesses. This is the thing that is just unbelievable to me, and that's that Brown was shot 6 times and was unarmed. 6 times. The police refused to release the info on his autopsy or on the investigation. So once again, they were not. They didn't work with the press. They didn't work with people. That right there, to me, shows it's a sign of guilt immediately to almost anyone. The police suggested Brown had stolen from the store, a Ace convenience store, but that's not why he was stopped. So that, once again, it looks like a sign of guilt they're trying to throw out. Well, he stole from a convenience store, but, whenever it was looked into, well, that's not why he was even stopped. So, that doesn't make any sense to even bring that up. The Department of Justice was involved in this investigation. They were also involved in the Trayvon Martin investigation. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing at this point. You would think a good thing. The protest involved several different police agencies. It was a big protest. It was more than a protest. It was riot. The protests continued and were met aggressively. That's one of the reasons that they got worse and worse. And in the end, once again, like with Zimmerman, Wilson, the police officer, was not charged. So those are a couple of things that happened. One of them happened 5 years ago. One of them happened 3 years ago. Those are some of the things that have happened in real recent history that have brought us to the point we're at right now. We have artists writing songs about it, singing about it. Of course, you know what side the artists are on. I hate to say side. You don't want to choose side. Well, yeah, you do have to choose a side in this. I mean, there's obviously good and bad involved here. There's right and wrong. But yeah, that's I believe those two are probably the main two reasons that we're at the point that we're at right now in the country. But that's going to bring us to the end, guys. I'm sure there's lots more songs out there along the lines of these two songs. But I enjoyed it. I hope you get something from it. I hope you go out there and do some research of your own. I'm sure you'll find everything. I'm sure you'll find that everything is, I'm sorry, guys. I just had a visitor there, unexpected. But I was going to say, I'm not sure how many other songs out there relate to this kind of discourse. But if you do know of any, please shoot me an email at chuckevolved@gmail.com. That's CHUCK evolved, EVOLVED @gmail.com. And I'd like to see and like to hear from some of you guys that are downloading the the podcast, and there's several of you guys out there that are doing it, and I really appreciate that. I haven't taken time to just really thank you guys for coming back and listening, and to continue, and to thank you guys that are continuing to listen, even though I'm horrible at commentary, or at least speaking on here. Public speaking, I think I'd be much better, but we'll see how this goes. I'll get better. But thank you guys for coming back and downloading the podcast and listening. Shoot me an email. I haven't heard from anybody, but I can see what's going on out there. I know people are downloading, and I know people are listening, so that's always a good thing. Once again, want to say thank you, and have a great day, and listen again tomorrow. I'll be doing something else that's socially oriented, and you guys have a great day. Thanks.